The Celtic manager situation is heating up with a huge question everyone is asking right now. We've got brand new transfer links emerging from South America, a beloved loanee being backed for a permanent deal, a brilliant story involving a Celtic legend and a boyhood fan who just won Europe, and a special appearance from one of our own during Dementia Action Week. Let's get into it. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. With the Scottish Cup final at Hampton just days away, the biggest conversation around Celtic right now is not about Dunfermline. It is about what happens in the dugout next season and whether the man currently in it deserves to stay there. Martin O'Neill has done something genuinely extraordinary this season. When Brendan Rodgers left in October, O'Neill came in and immediately steadied the ship. He won 7 out of 8 games in all competitions, including a win over Rangers to secure a League Cup final spot and a historic 3-1 victory over Feyenoord in Europe. He was the first Celtic manager to beat a Dutch club on Dutch soil in 24 years. Then Wilfried Nancy came in and lasted 33 days before O'Neill was called upon for a second time. He delivered Europa League progression, guided the club to their 56th league title, and now has a Scottish Cup final to finish it off. Former Celtic defender Jackie McNamara has made his feelings on the manager's situation very clear, backing O'Neill to be given one more season. He told the Celtic Way, "I think he might. One more season. It would need to be a quick turnaround if someone was coming in now. I think it would be down to him and how he feels about it, if he really wants to do it. I think if he does, then he's shown between the 3 managers how successful he is with the group of players he's had to work with. He's got the best out of the players that he's had, and that's what a manager is." The debate around whether to keep O'Neill on a permanent basis or bring in a fresh face this summer is only going to get louder in the coming days. At 74, the man himself has said he would need to think carefully about whether he has the energy for a full campaign. But the credit he has built up this season is enormous. Celtic fans watching that title win last weekend will not be in a rush to change anything. Now for the main story, as Celtic have been linked with a fascinating transfer target from South America in what could be one of the most intriguing signings of the summer window. According to South American journalist Rodri Vasquez, Celtic have already held initial talks with representatives of 18-year-old Uruguayan midfielder Agustin dos Santos. His father is Jonathan dos Santos, who many football fans will know from his time at Barcelona and LA Galaxy. The apple does not appear to have fallen far from the tree in terms of footballing talent. Agustin came through the academy at Club Nacional in Uruguay and broke into the first team in 2025. He has featured in 14 matches this season already and recently signed a new 3-year deal with his club back in September 2024. His current market value is estimated at around 450,000 euros, which means Celtic could potentially get this deal done for a very reasonable fee. The midfield is an area that absolutely needs attention this summer. Arne Engels has attracted interest from other clubs. Reo Hatate was absent from the matchday squad in Saturday's title win. Benjamin Nygren will undoubtedly attract bids after netting 21 goals and registering 8 assists in a Player of the Year season. A deal for Dos Santos would represent exactly the kind of forward-thinking recruitment Celtic need to be doing. An 18-year-old with elite footballing bloodlines, signed at low cost, with the potential to develop into a major asset. In other news, former Celtic defender Jackie McNamara has backed the club to make loanee Marcelo Soraki's deal permanent this summer, and it is easy to understand why. Soraki arrived on loan from Boca Juniors back in June 2025, initially as understudy to Kieran Tierney. For large stretches of the season, he played that supporting role without complaint, but when his moment came, he took it emphatically. The image that will stick in the memory for many Celtic fans came in the final day title decider against Hearts. Soraki came off the bench in the 73rd minute, injected immediate energy into a side that desperately needed a goal to win the title. Just 14 minutes later, he burst forward from left back, drove into midfield and played a brilliant pass to Callum Osmond, who set up Dazen Maiehdar's 87th minute winner. Soraki was right at the heart of the most important moment of the entire season. McNamara told the Celtic Way, "I like him. I think he's done well. Obviously, Kieran Tierney's played a lot of games this season, not finished them all. I think it's changed days when you can use 5 subs every game and change half your team. It's definitely changed days when you're picking your subs on your bench. The fact you can change 5 players is a big advantage, especially for the bigger clubs." Reports suggest that Boca Juniors are already preparing for a formal offer from Celtic. The 28-year-old offers real quality and fight when called upon, and there would not be many Celtic supporters complaining about keeping him. The only question is minutes. With Tierney remaining first choice, Saraki would need to be comfortable coming in off the bench and starting cup games. Based on what he has shown this season, he is more than capable of that. In other news, Aston Villa captain John McGinn has revealed that Celtic were the inspiration behind his remarkable Europa League triumph, and the story behind it is one that will resonate deeply with every Hoops supporter. McGinn captained Villa to a 3-0 victory over Freiburg in the Europa League final in Istanbul this week, describing the moment as the proudest night of his career so far. But in the aftermath, the Scottish international pointed directly to Celtic's run to the UEFA Cup final in 2003 under Martin O'Neill as the moment that lit a fire in him as a young boy watching football. He told Record Sport, "As a kid growing up, I can remember it wasn't a great night for Celtic, but that night in Seville in 2003, I thought, wow, that's special. I was lucky enough to go to the 2007 UEFA Cup final at Hampton, so to be here in 2026 as captain of Aston Villa is incredible. It's the proudest moment and night of my career so far." McGinn is a boyhood Celtic fan and even wears the number 7 jersey as a nod to Henrik Larsson. He came very close to joining Celtic back in 2018, but Hibs rejected 3 offers deemed too low before Aston Villa swooped in. It would have been quite something to see him in green and white. But there is no bitterness in hearing a story like this. A boy grew up watching Celtic chase European glory in Seville, and it drove him to captain a club to European glory himself 23 years later. That is the reach and the inspiration of this football club. Hail, hail. Lastly, a lovely story to finish on today as Celtic goalkeeper Kasper Schmeichel made a brilliant appearance at the Celtic Foundation's Lions lunch break session, taking time out from his injury recovery to support Dementia Action Week. The Lions Lunch Break project helps people living with dementia alongside their families and carers, providing a warm and social environment where participants can enjoy connection and shared experiences. It was established through funds raised by the Foundation's Lions Legacy campaign, which marked the 50th anniversary of the Lisbon Lions European Cup win in 1967. Next year marks the 60th anniversary of that historic achievement. Schmeichel, who has been sidelined since February with a serious injury, used the free time that comes with rehabilitation to show up and spend real time with participants at the event. He was clearly moved by what he witnessed. He said, "I think maybe one of the advantages of not playing at the moment is you get time to do these kinds of things. I enjoy them. Football clubs are the hub of a community, but Celtic, particularly, is very much that club that looks after the whole community. It's great to see the work they do, some pretty decent singers on the karaoke, so it's been good fun.